Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Parrots and More. If you're new here, please like and subscribe to see more videos about parrots. And today I'm going to be making parrot chop. And to make parrot chop, all you have to do is get some vegetables, and you just have to make sure that they are good for birds, like that they don't have anything poisonous for birds and that birds can eat them. And right now, as you can see, I'm peeling zucchini, and zucchini is really good for birds. And so I'm just peeling it so it doesn't have any skin, so when I chop it up, the skin won't be so rough and the bird can eat the zucchini better when it's chopped up. And this is optional because you're gonna chop it up into smaller pieces, but I just like to do it like that. And I'm just gonna put the excess on a piece of paper, and so you can just throw it away easier when you're done peeling it. And now I'm just gonna get a knife and cut it into smaller pieces for the mixer that's gonna chop it. But you're gonna want to make sure that you're careful because you could cut your finger with a knife, so just be careful whenever you're chopping something. And so as you can see, I am putting it into the mixer. And now I have my mixer, and I'm gonna put the lid on it so nothing flies out. And also it has some level modes, and I'm gonna put it on chop. And so I'm just gonna start mixing, and it chops it up really fast. And this is a pretty good mixer. You don't have to use one, you can just use a blender if you don't have a mixer, or you can chop it up yourself, but it's just gonna take a longer time. And after I do this, I'm gonna want to get a spoon, and with the spoon I'm gonna, as you can see, it's very finely chopped, but with the spoon I'm gonna scoop it out and put it into a container. And as you can see, I'm starting to scoop it out, and it might look really small, but chop makes up it can take up a lot of space once you combine all the vegetables. So just make sure you don't make too much of one vegetable because it's gonna pile up for the other ones, and it's just easier to make a little bit of everything, so then it could have a lot of variety for your bird. And in the container, as you can see that I'm scooping it out, you can see that it might have some extra left in there that I can't reach, and that's okay because eventually I'm gonna get it out of there. And you just have to make sure you don't waste too much though, and you can get as much as you can. So as you can see, I'm still scooping it, and I want to make sure that I get all the parts that I can get. And after this, you don't have to wash it right away because it's gonna get dirty again. So you just have to leave it like that, and just wash when you're done using it. And so as you can see, I'm pretty much done with getting it out. And so I just have to mix it around and make sure there's no big clumps. And so as you can see, it looks like that. And yeah, that's how I did the zucchini. And now I'm gonna do the next vegetable, which is the spinach. I already washed it. I pre-washed it. And so you should always wash your vegetables. And now I just need to get the cap, and I'm gonna chop up the zucchini. And I just need to make sure I do it a little bit longer because the zucchini, the leaves, sometimes they get stuck. So you just have to make sure that you put it in all the way. And I'm gonna add more as I keep on going, so it doesn't like fill it up right away that you can't chop it. So adding a little bit at a time is a good tip that you should do. And I'm just gonna keep on blending it, and it's still gonna be on the mode of chop. So yeah, and now I'm gonna scoop it with the spoon. And yeah, so that's how it looks. And it looks pretty chopped, but once you take it out, you can you can really notice if anything is still like in big clumps. So as you can see, that's what it looks like. It looks really yummy. And yeah, so now you're gonna take the bowl and scoop it up like I did on the other vegetable, and you're gonna make sure that you got all of the pieces. So now I'm gonna get my romaine lettuce, and it's already pre-washed, and I already washed it, and so now I'm just gonna cut it up on the sides, and it's easier to it's kind of easier for it to break apart when you cut it to the side. And so as you can see, I'm just cutting up I'm cutting it up into smaller pieces for the food chopper, and it's pretty easy to cut up. And you're gonna want to make sure you don't put too much, because then the food blender will get jammed. And so I'm just cutting it into smaller pieces, and make sure you wash your hands as well to do all of it. And I'm just chopping it, and now I just need to put on the lid, and we're gonna start chopping it. And it takes a little time to chop, and so that's a good thing. And if you want to add more, you can. I'm just making limited chop because I only have one bird. But if you have a bigger bird or several birds, then it's easier to just add more. And as you can see, I'm just adding extra that I left behind in the first batch, and I'm just mixing that in with the other ones. And as you can see, it's really finely chopped now, and it's really small. And this is how it looks. It looks really good. And now I'm just gonna scoop it with the spoon. I'm gonna scoop it into the container, and yeah, that's basically it for all of the vegetables. That's what you do. And I'm gonna again make sure that I get everything that I can, so no food is wasted. And as you can see, the container's pretty deep, and that's just because if I make any extra that I didn't expect, then I could have enough space and I don't have to use another container. Okay, so now that I'm done, I'm gonna get my carrot, and I already washed the carrot too. And what I'm doing is basically just chopping off the parts that I don't want, like the end of the carrot. And so now I'm also making this into smaller pieces, just so the blender can process it more better. So I'm just gonna put them in the food chopper. And yeah, I only use one carrot because I wasn't able to get more, but usually I would use 2 carrots. And carrots are really good for your birds, and so they also add a really fun color. And so yeah, I'm just chopping it up right now. And as I'm taking it out, I'm gonna show you how it looks. That's how it looks. And with the carrot, when you chop it up, it's actually it's more smaller than the other vegetables. So I'm just gonna scoop it out right now, and I'm just making sure that I get everything that is in there. So now, as you can see, I'm just getting everything, and this is gonna take a while, and it's gonna be a while for all of it. But as you can see, if you can see the container, it's starting to fill up already, which is a good sign, because that means I have enough chop. And if you accidentally end up making too much chop, that's okay, because you can actually freeze it and thaw it out, but you can't freeze it for too long, because the vegetables will go bad. So as you can see, I'm just mixing it and making sure everything got evenly mixed. And I'm also just checking for any vegetables that were like big clumps, so I can just take them out at that moment. And I'm just checking everything and making sure it's a good consistency. And also that's when I can check if I need more vegetables. Like as you can see, I just wanted to add more zucchini. So again, I am chopping off the side of the root, and I'm trying to take off the sticker, but this one was a little bit sticky. So in that situation, I just had to like chop off some of the side so the sticker would come off, as you can see that I'm doing. And it's pretty easy to do, but I could also do it with the peeler to be safer. And so now I'm just chopping it up into smaller pieces again so it can fit inside of the food chopper. And I'm just putting them all in there right now. And so this zucchini was a little bit bigger, which is okay. And so now I'm just gonna chop up the zucchini, and I'm chopping it up right now, and I can see there's little pieces, so I still kept on chopping a little longer, and until I feel that it's all chopped up good. And so I take off the lid, and now I can put the zucchini in. That's how it looks. So I'm just scooping in the zucchini inside of the container. And this is the last vegetable I do because I think it's already enough, because I only have one bird. And so this could last my bird for like maybe two or 3 weeks, because my bird eats chop and pellets. And so right now I'm just scooping it in. And for the zucchini, it's easier to scoop, but there's more, so it's harder at the same time. So I just make sure that I get everything. So now this is how the chop looks, and this is the final product, and the chop looks really nice. So now I'm gonna take my bird, and as you can see, he's really interested in the chop, and he likes to taste it. And he's really cute. So now you're just gonna want to get a tight lid for your container, and you're gonna want to freeze it inside the fridge for freshness. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and please stay tuned for more videos like these. Bye.